Welcome back, eh? This is the Canadian Silver Seeker, and I hope you guys are having another great day like I am. So, another week, and well, another $10 of junk silver, but I changed it up a little bit this week. I'm still waiting on a guy from Kijiji that said he was gonna sell me a bunch of silver quarters, 80%. And I don't know, that guy was like saying he had 300 to 400, and now he's saying he's got 30, and he said he was gonna be in a week ago, and he wasn't, and so I'm not too sure about him. We'll give him some time and just see if he counts them out and brings them my way at some point. But in the meantime, I was watching Kijiji. I've been watching one ad for quite a while. It's actually a gentleman that I had bought off of a few times a while back there. Actually from Facebook Marketplace. I found him on Kijiji, and yeah, he had some 925 quarters, $10 worth here, and it was at a decent price. It was at a price cheaper than I could get $10 at 80% at my LCS currently, with the tax included. So I figured, well, I'll buy it, and that allows me to do a couple things. So what I did was, there was a bunch of King Edwards in there, and as you can see, some of these are I guess, how would you say, graded by a layman, and so they've got prices on them, crazy prices. I did not pay anywhere near that for these guys. I paid below silver spot, well, for even 80% actually. But yeah, there's a bunch of high prices on these. They lower as they go down here in the pile a little bit. I think 7 as low as goes. But yeah, the guys had these, I know, for a while. But those were all King Edwards, so I took a few of those out, and I actually filled a full roll of King Edwards, so all I got is 9 Queen Victoria in there now. And yeah, there is a bit of King George V in there as well. So my plan was, because I got this for cheap, and some of these are actually really nice graded coins. You can see the dates on every single one of these, and all of them have some kind of grading on by an amateur here. But they're very, very nice coins, like very, very well detailed. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take these to my LCS, and I'm going to take, I think $1.75 or something like that out of there as well, which is all 925, so I can read the date on. And so I'll take $10 full, and I'll take it to my LCS. And I'll ask him for $11.50 or even 25 cents of 80% quarters. And why I'll ask him for $11.50 is because each one of these 925 quarters has a weight of 0.1734 according to Numista and different sources out there. Now that does not take into account any silverware, but obviously these are in fairly decent condition. So yeah, I'll take those all in. I'll ask if I can get $11.50 more of 80% quarters, and then that'll be, well, $10 cheaper than what I would spend at my LCS, and I'll get more 80%. It would be $10 cheaper than if I got $10 at 80% straight across. So I'm pretty sure the LCS will help me do that deal. And yeah, hopefully I'll get another roll of quarters. I think I'll probably also buy the roll of or the $5 of quarters that he's got there. It's not a full roll, at the last prices that I had previously bought them at, because I wouldn't doubt that the prices are going to go up too, so it'll be even more than $10 that I save, just due to the prices of silver and gold lately. Wow, have they gone up. So that's my plan. I'll do that within the next few days, maybe Saturday, maybe even Friday. I got Friday off this week, so we will see. Yeah, what else? Well, I got an awesome trade in the mail from someone out there. Awesome person. They sent me a couple Canadian quarters, so I sent them out my rounds plus a little extra. And they sent me a war nickel. You know, I've heard about these. And I'm actually going to have to go through my coin collection and just see if I maybe have some of these and haven't pulled them out, because I've heard of them. There's a few years of them. I can't remember. It's only a few years of war nickels here. But this one, I think it was in 1943. Whoop, I'm knocking my camera all around there. Wow, that was quite hard to get that to focus in there. But yeah, war nickel, that was in 1943. But yeah, like I was saying, I'm going to have to go through my collection of coins, because this so doesn't look like silver that I wouldn't doubt that I have one or two of these in my collection and have not pulled it out. I pulled all my silver out of my collection a while back there when I first started really stacking silver hard. But these nickels, I'm sure I have a few nickels like this, and I betcha one or two of them have slipped by and are probably war nickels, because they do not look like silver at all. It's very, very dark. It looks like a regular coin. So let's go back out here. So yeah, it was awesome to get a silver trade from a fan out there. Gave him my silver rounds, and my silver soul can live on in his stack. And hey, my silver soul can also live on in your stack, eh? Just send me some silver. I'll send you out a couple of rounds. My beautiful channel rounds, as you can see here, with my channel logo, 2 different backs, capping it out at 4, 2 of each. So yeah, if you want to send me a silver trade, my information is always in the description of my videos recently. But yeah, other than that, what else? I got some new buffaloes for my unique buffalo collection. I bought from bullionmart.ca here in Canada. I'll put a link to them in the description as well here. They had a couple unique buffaloes they didn't have in my stack, so I had to pick them up. This is the Liberty Independence Freedom one. I think that's an Asahi mint mark there. I could be wrong. I went further up rather than, yeah, no. Not exactly sure what that mint mark is. It's very hard to see there. I'm sure Silver and Cigars knows it, and if I go back and watch his video, I'll know where it comes from. But this particular one is the 2021 with the Indian on the back. I know there's a Pamp one, but I like to keep it so that there's an Indian on one side, buffalo on the other. That's just the requirements for my silver buffaloes. But I also got a couple other ones. I didn't know if these ones were going to be ones that Silver and Cigar didn't have or not, because the pictures were deceiving on their site, and actually even the description said that they were Highland mint, and it turns out that they weren't. They were Great American Mint. They got the little GA there and the 2014 there. So Silver and Cigars already does have this one. So I'll keep this one as a spare, and I'll eventually sell it or trade it for some other silver that I want. Like I say, worst comes to worst, I get a piece of generic silver that I'm happy to sell later. So that's what happened in this case. But I'm also happy because I didn't have this one, and it's unique to me, the date on the front. I didn't even notice this one when I saw Silver and Cigars video for the first time. I had to watch it over a second time to see if he had that one, and even to know what mint it was, because that GA is so very, very small down in the corner there. Maybe we can zoom in quickly there if it wants to actually focus this time. Not too bad there, but yeah. And I was looking it up. I didn't know what it was. I'm pretty sure it's Great American Mint, if that's if I remember what Silver and Cigar said. But yeah, I got 2 new silver buffaloes for my stack, which is awesome. That brings me up to, I believe, 18, and then I got 1 extra one there. I'm sure I can get rid of that around town here. I had a bunch of other generic ones that I was able to trade for over spot value just around town where I live. They all went surprisingly fast. But one last thing before I go here, I am trading silver and cigars. So I found a bunch of coins out there that meet silver and cigars. Buffalo on one side, he's like, he said his last video, he was like, oh, the wood bison, the Canadian Silver Seeker showed me, and it's different than Buffalo. The wood bison, silver and cigars, actually is an American buffalo. An American buffalo is actually the wrong term. Buffalo are actually like ox or cow-looking creatures in Africa. All of the buffalo coins that we have, these are all bison from what I understand. I could be wrong on that, but that's when I googled it, that's what comes up. But all of these coins, they meet the buffalo on one side for silver and cigars, but they do not have the Indian on the other side. So I'm not going to be collecting these ones, but I was happy to get them for silver and cigars. This is a 1 ounce bullion one with the wood bison on it. I am sending him 5 of my channel rounds for a 1/2 ounce cat from Monarch Precious Metals, Egyptian cat high relief coin I've been looking for a while now. He happened to have it, so I'm going to send him 5 of my channel rounds for that. I'm sending him this one. This one is a Sacred Peace something. I can't remember. 7 Sacred Teachings Respect. This one is a 7,000 mintage of a set. And he was like, how did you get this? Well, I know an LCS not close to me, but it is an LCS, a province over, and I deal with the guy quite often. I saw this on his site, and I reached out to him, and I got a good deal on it. And that was a really cool gold-gilded one, but same thing on this one. Doesn't have an Indian on the other side. It just has the Queen's head. So got him that one. I believe that's 2014. And then in that year, they also had an entire set. And so I got him all of those. Those are all a 7,500 mintage. So I got all of these at basically bullion prices, bullion premium prices, maybe a little higher than the average bullion, but like average bullion prices. Had to pay a little extra for the shipping, especially with the boxes one, but worth it because Silver and Cigars is helping me out, and he's getting me some unique buffaloes from his stack and from a couple different mints there, Bold Precious Metals, the First Nations Mint or First Mint. I can't remember what it was called, but that was a really cool one that I hadn't seen before, his channel before. And yeah, that one also an American mint, so hard for me to get up here in Canada. But yeah, I'll be looking for a few more because there's a couple more that I'm asking for. I really want the Sui 2015 one and the MM Star Buffalo one. Those ones I would really like. But so he's already done awesome because I've already got a lot of different ones he'll be sending me. He'll be sending me 6 different ones already that I don't already have. So that's going to bring my herd up to over 20 unique silver buffaloes. And yeah, I think that's about it. Video's getting long, so thanks for listening to me ramble. If I find some more buffaloes, when I do, I will let you know. I'm going to let Silver and Cigar show you those other buffalo coins. I just showed you the box for now. They're already packed in there pretty tight. So that's about it. Thanks for listening to me ramble. Remember, it doesn't cost you a single piece of silver or gold to like and subscribe. You guys mean the world to me. Happy stacking, eh?